It's week 5 of the 2024 season, and we'll see Kirk Cousins. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Falcons and the Bucs under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild. First month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you say, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders.
The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go here on a Thursday night. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year 2, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
There wasn't really anything fancy about the performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, Fody did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. If he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it. Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a really important conversion right there, Mike, because you just don't want to go 3 and out on the road, especially on your opening possession of the game. You want to let your offense get some rhythm, establish and unfold some of the game plan you've set up coming in. You're going to have a fresh set of downs here and now say, okay, can we turn this good start of a drive and finish the drive with some points?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll find his running back, White. And good yardage there after the catch to wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
It's complete to Evans. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4. Here's Mayfield. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one in to Mike Evans. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. They'll send a tight end in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. A short one there to Otten.
Mike, did you see how hyped the sideline got after that run after catch? I mean, I thought the bench was going to run out onto the field to celebrate. He refused to go down on first contact and second contact, for that matter.
From the gun on third down, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate through the passing game. They've essentially ignored the ground game up until this point. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1 yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like...
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Rashad White, touchdown Tampa. It's his second touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
We'll get this to Pitts once more. And he'll be out of bounds, but he got the first down, so it's going to be first and goal. They're going to mark it at the 6. Cousins. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Second and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. A dive, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready to see the football for the second time. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw. No chance at all. He'll go down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Third and long. Baker to throw. That one complete. It's the tight end, Otten. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Here's 1st and 10. Baker gonna hand it to White. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. Another run here with White. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5. Now Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down. Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. Trying for the old school coffin corner. That's pretty close out of bounds. They're going to mark it at the 5-yard line. Well done. The Falcons offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Oh, he coughs up the football.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Cousins now on second down. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone, and that is a safety. So first, the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line, and the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
This returnable with Palmer. The Bucs offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Checking it down. This one is caught. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 2nd and a yard. To throw is Mayfield. He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. They go play action with Mayfield. That's his tight end, Otten. He'll try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. And they're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Throwing is Mayfield. Godwin working the right side. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
And he will power his way into the end zone. Rashad White, touchdown Buccaneers. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Bucs will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Ray McLeod on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
Off the play fake, here's Cousins. That's complete. Some more on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Cousins. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up third down. Throwing is Cousins. And this ball incomplete on third down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Buccaneers offense and running back Rachaad White ready for this next possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt a pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, this is White. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down forthcoming. On third down, it's White. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Jake Camarda now as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Falcons offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On first down, Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll be third down. Throwing now, Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Bucs offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They send Evans in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second, as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Throwing is Baker. Toward the middle of the field, he's got Evans. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. To throw is Mayfield. Oh, they're on him with a flash, and he's lost the football. It's scooped up by the Falcons. He's to the 40. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Oh, what a mistake. 0-0 on the clock. The half is over. You just want to get to the locker room. Instead, you give up a touchdown, Greg. That is an awful way to close out the first half.
Yeah, and it's funny, a play like that, Mike, almost offsets everything good or bad that's gone on previously in that first half. That's all that's on everyone's mind coming into the locker room. Now, coming out of the locker room, they've got to find a way to put that behind them, get that bad taste out of their mouth, and recapture some momentum here to start the third quarter.
So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week. As we'll get you down to Orlando now, that's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. Some great games on the docket for this first weekend in the next few days here in October. One being at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. The early start between the Jets and the Vikings. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, just one game this week, the Saints and Chiefs at Arrowhead, set to kick off at 7:15 Central Time. It was a solid first half for the running back, Rachaad White. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football.
This is still anyone's ball game at this point.
The team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. That one is caught by Mooney. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Nice grab there by Mooney, and plays like this are really the main reason why the Falcons made it a point to sign him this offseason. I mean, his talent has always been undeniable. He just has to find a way to stay on the field and prove it.
To the outside, a catch made by Moore.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Another run here for Robinson. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Eddie Jackson up from his safety spot to make the play. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the right, that's Pitts. 18 yards on the connection. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. Second down, Cousins. A quick slant, looked in by Moore. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Algier going to try to bust his way in. And he'll go down, back at the 4.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. Job number 1 on this drive, find a way to get the lead. They, of course, would have loved to score a touchdown, Mike. But 3 points here, that's a pretty good consolation prize as it moves them out in front.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On second down, a run with White. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down. To throw is Mayfield. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on third down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here comes Otten in motion. On play action, Mayfield. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Get this complete right side to Otten. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Oh, yeah. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal. He's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Ball sitting at the 7, 1st and goal. They'll run with White. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. It is brought in the end zone. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Here's Mayfield. That'll be caught. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Cousins. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down.
How impressive was this, Mike? I mean, every week, yes, we see running backs used in the passing game. Check down, screens out of the backfield, typically underneath short throws that allow them to then run after the catch. But for him to not only generate separation downfield, but then track that ball, I mean, frankly, he looked like a wide receiver. I mean, that is impressive performance out of the backfield for a guy that on the roster is labeled as a running back.
Cousins. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Pitts is the man in motion. They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And that is incomplete. They get the touchdown, take the lead, but it remains a 1-point game. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. Now here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Here comes Otten in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. This one caught left side by Evans. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. Now Mayfield. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Second down throw for Mayfield. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. This one on target to Godwin. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. They'll run. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, Baker. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here we go. 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Mayfield. To the goal line and in. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Tampa. This will be big for the Bucs. They're going to try the 2-point conversion. Mayfield. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 and extend the lead to 7 points.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. That's caught left side by Pitts.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the two needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Right back to Moore, another grab. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. This throw pulled in by Pitts. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here comes 2nd down. They'll run with Robinson. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They go play action with Cousins. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The Buccaneers offense and Baker Mayfield ready for their next possession. And as we take you through some of the highlights so far, you're going to see a lot of passing yards. He has carved up this defense, over 300 yards passing in the game, and has been sharp right from the start. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. So a win here for the visiting Bucs. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.